Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Neroli, your host here at Broomstick Fairy. Now guys, this channel is brand spanking new, so I'm hoping that we can become very great or friends, what have you. Now guys, like I said, this channel is brand new, so I've got to get used to being on camera and the angles and all that. I gotta make sure I've got all the right angles. And don't worry about my big sister is diet. I've been working hard to try to get this channel up and running for y'all. But it's up now, so I'm thankful and grateful. And like I said, welcome. So guys, I want to make an announcement. In addition to the tarot card readings, I also have an Etsy boutique. And at the moment, I'm selling majority of women's clothes. But fellas, do not give up on me. Not yet anyways. Because basically, very soon, I will be accumulating more and more men's into my collections. Alright? And also, I want to make it known that for those of you who are not too into astrology or horoscopes or tarot, that you should definitely check out your moon and your rising sign, in addition to the sun sign, which is the month you was born, because those have a major influence on our personalities. Okay? And you also should know that there is no better way than getting a more effective reading than for getting one with you and I personally, because those ones are more interactive. There's more one-on-one. It's just you and me, because these readings are basically a general reading, and I have to reach millions and millions, so thousands of you with the same zodiac sign as yours. Okay, so I'm not going to hit the nail every single time for each and every one of these general readings. So your best way is to book a private one, and you can do so at the Etsy shop, which is called Broomstick Fairy, or one word with a capital F in between the broomstick and the fairy. Or you can also do so at my email, which is broomstickfairy@gmail.com. Alright? Because just in case if you're watching the general ones and you're thinking, that doesn't really gel with your smell, or you're thinking, in other words, it doesn't really feel like it's resonating with you, or it doesn't feel like it's in tune with you in your essence, it's because you either need a one-on-one or you need to check your moon and your vibes. Now guys, thank you so much for your time. And once again, welcome to Broomstick Fairy. Hello, fiery archers. This is Sagittarius. This is your reading for the month of August 2016. And I kind of get the feel from this reading that there is a lot of competition going on, or there's a lot of, judging from the position of the cards and the placement of the cards, there is a lot of other people involved in your life right now. There's a lot of push and pull, give and take, a lot of interaction with other people. Some is positive, some is negative. You may be involved in some sort of projects or some sort of activities, but you're definitely juggling a lot of different projects and a lot of different organizations or businesses or schools or learning or societies or something like that involves has the involvement of other people, because you have a good amount of other people present in this reading. Okay, so I'm gonna get started, and I'm gonna try and decipher this as best as I can. I already shuffled the cards. All the cards are already laid out. My style of shuffling, my style of reading is that I basically shuffle like this, and whatever cards jump out, that is the message that Spirit wants you to know. I very seldomly and very rarely pick them myself. I mean, either way, it's still divine purpose, but it's just my way of doing it. I've already done that. This is the messages that you have got. Okay. So basically, the main situation, or what's happening in your life right now, you have the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords, and then you have the Star card in reverse. So these two cards pair with each other to me, which is right here in this section. It's telling me that, like, the base of this reading, or like the whole core of this reading, the Knight of Wands, the Wands represent fire in the zodiac, and you are fire, which is the
fire signs represent Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And the fires represent creativity. They're very charming. Can represent spirit or intuition. Can represent action, taking charge, taking the bull by the horns, and just going for things, and just very optimistic energy. The Knight of Wands can be very positive, but can also be very, it can be negative in a sense. And this is very paired with the Star card. I feel like it's saying that you're working very much on impulse, because you're kind of charging ahead very, very recklessly and very impulsively and very hastily, and it's causing you to have a loss of some sort. There's some sort of loss because of a lack of good judgment. So I don't know if there's a loss in a personal relationship, or a loss in business because of your rash, or because of you jumping the gun maybe too soon, or maybe being too much of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is he doesn't really last. He has a lot of ideas, and he gets into everything, and he doesn't really last on one project for too long. He's very swift in his movements, and very swift in his relationships. He may jump from person to person, or he may jump from project to project and not really completing things because he's so excited about what's next to come in his life, and is just so eager and has so much built up fiery energy, and just wants to charge forward. And with the Star card in this reverse, the star often means hope and positivity, and means success, and means greatness is happening in your life, and good health. But in reverse, it can mean ill health. It can mean your loss of hope, and it can mean you're not really taking the advice of others, or maybe you are being conned by others. Maybe you're being conned by someone. Maybe this Knight of Wands isn't you. Maybe you joined an organization or a group who has promised you so many things, but due to lack of judgment, you have failed in the end, because the Star card is in reverse. And it also can mean that you're not having hope in your abilities. You're feeling like you can't do something, or you're feeling like you've lost the competition with the Star card in reverse. So yeah, I feel like this is the core of the reading, and I feel like it's kind of so it's like it's symbolizing, or it's including everything. Like, it's just kind of telling me basically what the reading is going to be about, being in this position here. Because basically, in your thought process, you have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords often depicted in the normal tarot card decks. This is the Morgan Greer, but like in the Rider-Waite, or in the original tarot card decks, you often have a woman sitting up, and is portrayed sitting up in her bed with her head in her hands, and she's very much distraught, and she's very much stressed out, and she can't sleep. She's up at night because her thoughts are very confusing. Her thoughts are filled with confusion. Her thoughts are filled with anxiety. Her thoughts are filled with disgust. Her thoughts are filled with depression. Her thoughts are filled with regret. So yeah, this is very much in your thought process. Your thoughts, you're thinking very much about regret, or about a loss, or about something that you lost, or something that you felt like you deserve but you didn't get, and you feel like it's rightfully yours. And what's solidifying that for me, or highlighting that for me, is because you have the Five of Cups. Cup represent emotions in the tarot deck. You have and cups also represent the water signs, such as Scorpion, or Pisces, or Cancer. So basically, with this Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is often a card of regret, or a card of loss, or feeling like you lost something. We see this guy. He's quite sad. He has his head down. He's looking at. He still has cups behind him that are full, so there is still hope. But he's focused so much on the cups ahead of him, and this loss that he feels like he has, and it's only going to be temporary. But it just feels like you lost something, or you feel like some sort of endeavor, or something that you believed in, you no longer believe in anymore. You're wondering, when is justice going to come, or you're wondering, when are you going to get what is rightfully yours? Because also in your thought process, we have two cards that popped out at once. You have the Justice card, and the Justice card is you're waiting to get, I wouldn't say revenge, but you're waiting to get what's rightfully yours. You're waiting for the fortunate events to turn in your favor, or you're waiting for something to to show that you were right in the end of some sort of something. I don't know, some sort of mishap. I don't know. It can also mean that maybe, I don't know. Maybe for some of you, maybe it may mean that uh, someone has left you, or maybe you was a compulsive cheater or something with this Knight of Wands and then the Star in reverse. Maybe one of you have cheated on your spouse or something. Maybe you impulsively was being charming and loving to so many other people, and maybe your spouse has uh, decided to leave you, and maybe you feel like you need to get one up on your spouse, or maybe you need to get justice, or you need to um, find some sort of harmony in um, offering your love to other people. You find strength in finding love to other people. I don't know. This isn't going to be for everyone. Remember, this is a general reading, so the stories that I come up with, I just have to the stories that Spirit has given me, I just have to say them. So that if take it or leave it, if it doesn't resonate with you, okay. But yeah, I just feel like you're just in your thought process. You're thinking of a loss. You're thinking of regret, and you're thinking of how you can change that around to justice, or how you can change things around in your favor, or how you can win for something that you feel it should be yours. And in your emotions, you're focused on strength, and you're focused on love offering, or maybe there is someone in your presence that is offering you love and nurturing and caring, because this Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups often means like romance or poetic feelings, or an offering of love, or an offering gesture of nurturedness and kindness and peaceful and love. So these two put together your emotions. Maybe there's someone that is offering you love, or maybe you feel that it's smarter to act in a more water-like essence, because like I said, the cups represent in the tarot represent emotions and represent love, intuition, and nurturing, motherly kind of energy. So maybe you're feeling like you need to act, maybe you're finding the strength in acting as a loving, nurturing kind of fella or kind of girl for people, because you feel like it will get you ahead. It will get you ahead in life if you do that. Um, or there is someone around you that is offering you love, and it's or offering you support, or is a backbone to you, and it's giving you strength in this time of confusion, or this time of competition or competitiveness or arguments, because like I said, I see a lot of ups and downs of a lot of other people present in this. So maybe someone's offering you love in this time of stress, or maybe you're the one that's feeling like you need to be the mediator, or be the one that offers love in these type of situations. And also the spiritual influences in your life right now. You have the King of Rods or the King of Wands, which can be you as well, because like I said, told you before, the fire signs are rods. So you have the King of Rods, who is looking at the Temperance in reverse. So again, I feel like maybe there's a lot of haste, or a lot of my way or the highway kind of energy, or a lot of dominance, overbearing kind of energy surrounding you, or maybe you're being like this to someone, or someone is being like this to you, and it's causing a little bit of unbalance in your life, and it's causing a little bit of recklessness, uneven. You're just feeling like with this Temperance card in reverse. Temperance in reverse means some unbalance. It means you need to seek moderation, or you need to listen to your angels, or listen to your higher self. And paired with the King of Wands upright, I feel like this King of Wands is maybe you're seeking more balance, or seeking more solitude, or seeking more healing. You need more healing into your life, because you're charging ahead. You're charging ahead forward. Or maybe someone is overlooking you and causing you to be uneven, and maybe it's like a boss that is overbearing, or of some sort. Or maybe this is you want to get your creativity out. You want to, because the King of Wands often is a very good businessman, and he has a very good creative business. Or maybe there's an organization that you run, or that you are a part of, that you want to see get off the ground. You want to see he's often a creative boss, or someone who is in charge of creative professions, or the arts, or some sort of organization like that. But there is an unbalance in this organization, or there is an unbalance in your dealings with this organization, um, and how that is manifesting in your everyday life and in tangible things that you can actually feel. You have the Fool reversed, and the Fool reversed is all about stagnation. It's all about something is stifled. The energy is blocked. So I feel like something is being blocked and something has knocked you off your axis, because we have the Tower. The Tower card often means that there is a knock. Something has knocked you off of your path, or something has came in very sudden and shook you up. And maybe this is the reason for the Fool to be in such a halt, or the Fool to be not really exercising, or not really as optimistic, or not really as happy-go-lucky and excited for life as it normally is. And maybe it's some sort of adventure or endeavor you are part of. You're reneging that now. You're withholding the opportunity to act on it, because something has came and has knocked you off. But please know that this is often a knock of God, or the knock of the God, or the universe, or a knock of faith, what have you. Meaning that of fate. I'm sorry, meaning that this was meant to happen. So whatever has happened, whatever has happened in your life, this was fated. So don't be too alarmed. The Tower is a major arcana card, so this is a major life event right now in your moment. I mean, a major moment right now in your life. Because you have major arcanas and minor arcanas, and the major arcanas in the tarot deck normally means that this is something that is quite serious, or that is having a lot of attention in your life right now. Or if it's not got a lot of attention, it's something that needs a lot of attention. And in your opposing forces right here, that is like weighing on each other, you have Two of Pentacles in reverse. And the Pentacles is all about the earth. It's all about things we can feel. And Pentacles represent earth signs, which is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And they're often quite practical, often deals with finances and money and stability and foundation, and very grounded and very level-headed, and you have a very smart mind when it comes to business and managerial aspects of life. But you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Pentacles upright means someone that is kind of probably juggling a lot of things, and but they're getting the job done. Like they have maybe 2 jobs, or they have like 3 jobs, and they have like a busy family life and busy work life, and they're able to maintain that with an easy balance. But in reverse, it's telling that you're juggling, or you're having on way too many projects, or you're involved in way too many projects with people. You're juggling too much, and it's coming up as an imbalance, and it's coming up as a negative, or as some like as holding some weight in your life. And I guess this is going hand in hand with the Temperance, because Temperance reverse is speaking of unbalance as well. So it's just highlighting the fact that you need to find more balance in life, and you need to maybe lessen your projects or lessen your load, because you have a heavy load on you right now. And this is also confirmed with the Three of Pentacles, because you have the Three of Pentacles right next to you. The Three of Pentacles is often about teamwork. It's often about getting recognition for your work. Is working hard within a team. Is working with group efforts. Everyone is helping everyone, and there's a lot of projects involved. And so with these two paired together, is saying that you're definitely working a lot, and you're definitely quite involved in a lot of projects, and it may be a bit detrimental to you. Maybe you need to lessen your load a bit, because you're too involved with too many different people, and it's causing a lot of competition and a lot of stir in your life. And opposing that, we have the Ten of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is maybe for some of you, with someone you're working with, there has been a harsh exchange of words. One of you feels like a victim, or someone is not throwing, or someone is gossiping, and someone is not throwing the best of words towards someone, or someone does not have the best intentions towards someone. Or maybe you have received some criticism towards your work, and you see the swords, like someone has the swords of causing you to bleed, and you feel very hurt, and you feel very very much like the victim, or very much like everyone is out to get you, and like no one is on your side right now. You're feeling like things are not going your way, and you're just oozing with this blood and this pain and this hurt. And so maybe this is happening with some of the organizations that you're a part of. And within this organization, um, I feel like maybe there is perhaps a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini woman, or male or female, because this is a general reading. A male can come up as a female, that is quite discerning, quite professional, quite rigid, quite stern. They may be overlooking you, or they may be judging you, or judging your work um, quite harshly. And this is what's opposing you right now. And this is what's confusing you, or this is what's kind of getting in your way. The Queen of Swords is very professional, very intelligent, but she can be very harsh and can be quite a bitch if it's in reverse. And she can also be a bitch in the upright position. But with these all three together, I feel like there is someone in the workplace. It may or may not be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini sun sign. There may be the moon or the rising sign, and you may not know. Or it can just be someone that is demonstrating these qualities and characteristics of a Libra person who is quite harsh with their words, or quite quick with the tongue, and quite communicative or whatever. Or maybe like you have to show or present some sort of presentation to someone, and they're judging it very analytically and harshly on you at the moment. And also for your advice, we have to lessen the need to be so competitive, because you have the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is often a competitive card, or a card of inner conflict when it's upright. But in reverse, it's telling you that you're loosening that aspect. You know, you're starting to see that, okay, maybe I should be a little bit more calm, or maybe I should be a little bit more loving. Maybe going back to this Knight of Cups, maybe you're finding strength in love, or in love offerings and peace offerings, instead of being so competitive. You're releasing the need to be so, or it's telling you to release the need if you're not doing that, because this is in your advice section. It's advising you to release the need to be so competitive, and to be so to show people like you, like release the need to feel like you have to prove stuff to people, or release this inner conflict. Maybe you're having a bit of inner conflict right now, and a bit of unbalance, and that's why you have the Tower card, and that's why you have the Temperance card in reverse, and that's why you have the Five of Cups up here, this regret card, and this Nine of Swords card here. You're feeling a bit imbalanced, because there's too much conflict going on. There's too much drama and chaos going on right now in your life. Too much arguments. But they're advising you to release that need, or release that hold or want to show people so much. Like you have to prove so much to people. Okay? And also, yeah, there's the Four of Cups. You have the Four of Cups period with that one, and the Four of Cups in reverse is telling you to start taking on new opportunities, or start to see the other opportunities around you. So release the need to have such competitive energies, or in such inner conflict, and just start to realize the opportunities around you. So there's no need to stress, there's no need to worry, because there are opportunities around you to get things that you need to get. I don't know, maybe some of you may be involved in some sort of legal something, and maybe that's why you have the Justice card, and then you have the Ten of Swords here, and the Judgment. Maybe there's some sort of legal situation going on. But just realize and know that there are opportunities around you to advance, or there are opportunities around you to prosper, or there are opportunities around you to get involved within a different organization, if this organization is not making you happy that you are involved in right now, or this project or something of some sort. And for the outcome, you have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is often a clever individual, quite quick with the tongue, quite sharp with the tongue, when it's upright. And it can also mean travel. It can mean it can mean upsetting news, or it can mean great news. It can mean a message that has been given to you, or it can mean someone of a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because like I said, the swords represent the air signs in the zodiac. Maybe this person is, again, delivering you with some overly critical, or some upsetting news, or the Page of, or maybe this is a child or something in your life that is not behaving the way they should behave. For some of you, or a child that is being very smart with their mouth, or very smart in their dealings, and they feel like they don't have to listen to anyone. And they're quite clever. They notice a lot of things, these Page of Swords, but the way how they may deliver the message sometimes, it may not always be in the most polite of forms. It may be quite rash. And also, what's helping me with, along with that message, is that you have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords in reverse can mean someone who's putting their foot in the mouth. It can be you, or it can be someone else who has promised so many things, but is now starting to you're starting to see that you can't deliver all the things you've promised, or someone you're starting to see someone else's bluff. You're starting to catch someone else's bluff and BS, and you're starting to see them for who they really are, because the Knight of Swords is in reverse. Or it can mean someone who's telling you, yes, sweet nothings in your ear, or you're the one that's giving sweet nothings in someone's ear. You're just using a whole bunch of words that mean nothing, kind of. And you promise all of these things, and you're not really sure if you can deliver them, or someone else is promising you all these things and not sure if they can deliver them. And they may be a little bit harsh in their words, okay, and they may be trying to sweep you off your feet with some sort of something in that aspect. And also from the Mother Peace Tarot card deck, which is one of my favorite, which is a round tarot card deck. I drew two cards popped out as I shuffled, and I asked the Mother Peace Tarot card deck. This is it here. Ooh, it smells so nice, like my oils. So yeah, that's the Mother Peace Tarot card deck. And I asked, what is the overall messages for Sagittarius, the Archer, for this reading? What is the overall meaning and messages in this reading? And you got the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, the Ace of Swords upright represents piercing through the veil, represents an aha moment, represents clear communication, represents everything running smoothly, represents an epiphany, it represents communication and good rapport between people, and it just represents seeing things clearly. This is a very, very, very beautiful card. I love the surrealism in this. But you have received it in reverse, Sag. So Sag, this is telling you that there is a mix-up in communication. There is a communication that is stifled. There is stagnation. The communication is not flowing freely. So with some sort of product and organizations or people you're involved with, it's almost like chess, like you're playing chess or something in this, and stuff's not. It's just like a give and take. It's like you're not really getting through to people, or people are not getting through to you, or there is a mixed messages or mixed communications with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Because the swords represents words and communications. And then you have the Ten of Cups, and you have the Ten of Cups in reverse as well. And the Ten of Cups upright often means love, collaboration. It means unity within a community. It means happiness. It means abundance. It means everyone is happy. Everyone is living into fruition, their dreams into fruition. It means a partnership. It means good partnership. It means good marriage. It means good unity, good community. But in reverse, it's the opposite of all of that. So yeah, in reverse is saying that this is basically just telling me that it's definitely reinforcing that you are having some sort of disruptions with some organizations or groups, or a group of friends that you're with, or a partnership that you're with. Okay, Sagittarius. And also for the oracle cards that I shuffled and that came out for you guys, I'm sorry, I just did everything off camera. This is my first time on YouTube for videos. Like, for the next time, I will do more shuffling on live for you guys. But these are the messages anyways. From the Fairies deck, you've got the Soul Shrinker, and you've got Unity in reverse. So let's see what the fairies have to say about the Soul Shrinker. I have to say, the Soul Shrinker is not that good of a positive card. This is the booklet that comes with it, yeah? These messages from the Oracle are very, very deep, and I love them because they're very informative, and they just go right into the pinnacle, into the and dig right deep right beneath the surface. I'm so sorry, I'm getting a tongue twister talking so much, Sage. Okay, so yeah, the Soul Shrinker. You have this gremlin looking motherfucker. Sorry, excuse my word. Excuse my French. Okay? So the Soul Shrinker. Cruelty, malice, gossip, curses, destruction, and blessing. The distasteful task of the soul shrinker is to observe what we say to and about others, especially the mean, nasty, and unnecessarily critical things. By observing our behavior this way, he reflects it back to us, making us more aware of it. This is a bodhisattva, a spiritual being devoted to helping to bring about the enlightenment of all type of job, and it requires great compassion, understanding, and forgiveness. If the soul shrinker himself is not to be dragged down to our level, if we are just inwardly spluttering, looking for words, he may even suggest to us the words that express our feelings and energy. Then it is our choice, our test, whether or not we say to them. There are two important things about malicious gossip: unnecessary criticism, verbal cruelty, sarcasm, and the scoring off, in quotations, of others. One is that it demeans the speaker, makes him less, makes his aura darker, and encourages the behavior as a habit, continually eroding the brightness and potential goodness of the speaker. The other important thing is that this is a potential goodness of the speaker. The other important thing is that this is a way that we actually curse others. Even if the recipient doesn't hear the actual words of blessing or curse, even if the words are not spoken aloud, they are carried as discordant notes through ecstasis, in brackets, card number 2, Song of the Universe to the recipient. Fortunately, that is not all there is to it, or such behavior would be unforgivably wicked. Not that this isn't pretty nearly that anyway. We all have a choice about whether we accept curses or blessings. If we choose not to accept it, then all of the energy boomerangs back to the sender and then gets a well-deserved double dose of it. Once long ago, the soul shrinker was very beautiful, but listening to and witnessing all of this human ugliness has rubbed off on his appearance like that of the lovely frog in the polluted pool, with his skin raw and forming hideous growths. His heart is compassionate and anguished. His heartfelt wish is that we learn right speech and right thought. Every wicked thing a human says makes the soul shrinker more ugly. Every time a human learns this lesson, the soul shrinker becomes a bit less ugly. As you can see, humanity. I'm sorry, this ugly writer starts dishing and ugly. I'm sorry. As you can see, humanity as a whole has a lot of work to do on this. Okay, so the starter reading. The critical and malicious thoughts and words are having a detrimental effect on the situation and the people involved in it. Steps need to be taken to banish this cursed energy through love and compassion, or at the very least, through forgiveness and a refusal to accept the curse into oneself. Understanding the implications of this and transforming the behavior and feelings involved is a major and often very difficult step in human spiritual development. One of the things usually involved here is taking responsibility for ourselves and our own feelings rather than blaming others for the way we are or feel. Another part of this process is to learn to be compassionate toward ourselves. If we can do that, it is much easier not to be horrible to and about others. This doesn't mean that we are supposed to be all sweetness and light all the time. Constructive criticism, given compassionately, is a part of being real, and reality is a good thing to be in touch with. Okay, I'm sorry about the long descriptions, but I feel like they're very informative, and that's why I like to read the message from the fairies. And these fairies are spelled Faery, not the Fairy ones. Okay, so you have unity in reverse, which is card number 1. Unity in reverse. This is the unity card. Upright, the unity means union, mystical experience, and spiritual home. Okay, so let's read the unity one in reverse for you. Basically, this means we may become overly focused on the differences and disagreements that seem to separate us from others, and this may be preventing us from achieving our potential or fulfilling and happiness. We may feel alienated, unwanted, and lonely. If this is so, we need to refocus on what we have in common with those around us, far and near. We may need to heal our own attitudes and our own beliefs that contribute to these feelings of separation, and we would usefully consider how we might find reconciliation with others. Forgiveness may be a key. Prejudice and judgmental and critical attitudes all push us farther into the delusion of separateness and loneliness. Move toward allowing others to be closer to you, gradually dropping the defensive attitudes that hold them away and keep you alone. Don't wait for others to make the first move toward reconciliation and connection, but reach out to them with compassion and selflessness. This may be difficult, even very difficult at first, requiring self-study and inner work, possibly with the help of skilled teachers or therapists. In meditation and prayer, ask to be in communion with the unity deep within yourself. In unity, there is trust, love, and ecstasy. Okay, so that's the message from the fairies. And the message from the other fairies, which is the more beautified like fairies, from these ones, or childlike fairies, we have admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is you truly desire. Okay? Now the message the fairies have about that, they are telling you, this card indicates that you've been concealing something from yourself. What is it? Your emotions are true and accurate, and they're trying to get your attention. Right now, admit your deepest feelings to yourself. Know that it is safe for you to engage in this self-honesty. Your genuine feelings form the compass that points you in the best direction and guides you to the answers you seek. Trust that any changes you make will come about in harmonious ways. You'll be glad that you admitted your true feelings to yourself. Additional meanings for this card: allow other people to get to know the real you. Retain your integrity by following the path that is right for you. Be yourself and face your fears head on. So that's the messages from the fairies, okay? These are the magical messages from the fairies. It's from this deck. And also from the Wisdom of the Oracle, the message we have from there is, this is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. The message we have from there is the Soulmate card in reverse. And then we have the New Life card in reverse. Alright? So for the Soulmate card, the Soulmate card in reverse, that means we go straight to the protection message. We don't read all the oracle message. So basically this is saying, an important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or inconveniable. The question is not why did he or she do this to me, but rather what is the gift in this? Look into this mirror and you will only be changed for the better. So maybe this is pertaining to a personal relationship. Like I said early in the reading, maybe some of you guys have lost a lover or something and you want to get some sort of judgment from that lover or justice from that lover, and you want to offer that lover some love because they offer you strength and you feel a certain pull and push and pull and a certain like pull, like it's like longing for this person maybe. Or it can just mean in reverse that these relationships or these groups that you're a part of, you may think that they are your destiny, but they may not be with this in reverse, okay? And then with the New Life card, card number 39 in reverse, that is telling us that you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here and now because life loves you. Yeah, so that's kind of confirming what I was saying earlier about the about not rushing into things, and maybe you're being quite rash, or maybe you're just feeling like you just want to get involved in everything, and maybe everything is not for you at the moment right now, Sag. So bye-bye, my beautiful beings. I love your energy. So much fire, so much optimism, and so much fun and so adventurous. You guys enjoy the rest of your August, and thank you for tuning in to Broomstick Fairy.